You are talking about Minister Wike.
Yes, sir.
I've heard from him. Wike is a man without integrity, a man with double standard. He doesn't understand himself. He's dancing naked in the market. He doesn't know. He has one leg in the APC. He has his second leg in PDP. Who is he deceiving? Who, in fact, in 2015, who put Wike there? Who sponsored him to become governor of Rivers State? He should ask himself whether he was sponsored by people or he just came in there. Who was he? He was a charge and bail lawyer in Port Harcourt, and he decided to increase his income by collecting rent from motor parks before Governor Odili was made him the chairman of Obiakpot Local Government Council. That was the first office. Who is Wike? Who knows him before? That is number one. Today, what is his relationship with those who made him? President Jonathan and his wife, the first lady, Mrs. Patient Jonathan, imposed Wike on the people of Rivers State against the wish of the people. But because Mrs. Jonathan is a reverend woman and a joy lady, he was able to convince his people to vote for this ungrateful Wike. Today, what is the relationship between him and the first lady and his former master, Jonathan? Wike should know that decent people are living in a society. He's not the first governor of Rivers State. Amechi appointed this ungrateful man to become his chief of staff. He became very, very, very disloyal. He was plotting against him. And it was during that time, Amechi, in order to get rid of him, recommended him to Mr. President Jonathan to be appointed minister. It was there when Mrs. Jonathan had problem with the governor of Rivers State, Amechi. Wike used that opportunity to bring a divide between Mr. President and the governor of Rivers State. And what happened? The same Wike organized, as minister, organized 5 members, led by one Michael Chinda and 4 others, one of them nephew to the first lady, Patient from Okrika, 5 of them, to storm the Rivers State House of Assembly, to impeach the Speaker, Right Honorable Amakri, and eventually to impeach the governor. But the security, because of his relationship with Jonathan, the securities were behind him. And the whole house, 26 of them, jumped through the window and left. But the courageous governor, Amechi, came back with them and drove them away. And the Rivers State House of Assembly was closed for 1 year. Where was Mr. President Jonathan? He didn't do anything because he knows the Constitution. The Constitution provides that Section 5.2 says that the state government is autonomous within the federation and is not subsidiary to the government, to the federal government. So while the president has power over the country, the state governors have their own power. They are the chief security officers of their state. So now, under the law, no president can dictate or direct a governor of the state to breach the Constitution of Nigeria. So what Wike is saying, I'm happy he said that it was a directive from Mr. President. Himself and some members of the cabinet of the presidency there wrote these things down, and without convincing Mr. President thought he was going to have peace. Over 50 people were in that place. How many of them spoke? If you want to discuss and settle a matter, everybody must contribute to it. But it was Wike has now agreed that it was a directive from Mr. President. With the greatest respect to Mr. President, we have very high regard for him. I, in particular, I'm very old. I'm over 96. I must see that Mr. President is giving the fullest support by the people of this country to administer this country, which was very badly ruled by Buhari. So we have to give him that support. It should therefore be wary of people like Wike, who are disloyal, who are ambitious, who have no integrity, not to divert him from the cause he's facing. His duty is to rule Nigeria and not to do anything that will breach the Constitution of Nigeria, which he swore and took an oath to protect at all times. I think Wike should thank God that his misdeeds as governor of Rivers State are now being covered by Fubra, who now enjoys immunity. When Fubra was not enjoying immunity and Wike was enjoying, EFCC wanted to get at Wike through Fubra, and Wike hid him made it impossible for EFCC to see him. Now that he had deliberately made the Fubra the governor of Rivers State, who now enjoys immunity, so he no longer enjoys immunity. And so all that he's doing is being ungrateful, being unfair, very oppressive to the young man. Mark you, by the Constitution of Nigeria, Fubra is not under the President of Nigeria. By law, by Constitution. He's a governor of Rivers State, which is autonomous, as an autonomous body. It's not subsidiary. He has his own House of Assembly. He has his own judiciary. And whatever action he does must comply with the Constitution of Nigeria. He has not breached the Constitution of Nigeria. It has not come to the time Mr. President should step in. If he does anything which is contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Mr. President, who swore to uphold the Constitution of Nigeria, will step in. Nobody doubts his seniority, doubt his position in Nigeria. We respect him. I've served under heads of state, so I know the position of a head of state. Mr. President is the President of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Nobody disputes that. And I'm one of those giving him that support. But as a father, I'll be a dead man if I fail to mention to Mr. President, this action you are trying to take is not in the right direction. It's anti the Constitution. If I fail to do so, then I'm a dead man. So what I'm saying, I sincerely, on behalf of the people of the South, the Niger Delta, and the River State people, plead with Mr. President, please reconsider the action that has been taken. Nigerians are not happy. I read almost 8 papers in a day. The public opinion is against that agreement. 99% of Nigerians, one of the newspapers yesterday, half of it was against that agreement. Mr. President, you are not a dictator, you are a Democrat. You have practiced it when you are in Lagos. Let me remind you how you gain your popularity. When 2003 or thereabout, President Obasanjo tried to interfere with your government when you wanted to create extra local government areas. You said, no, this is my territory. This is my jurisdiction. You have no right. You took him out to the Supreme Court, and Nigerians hailed you. Has things changed? What has changed, Mr. President? I'm old enough to say that, Mr. President, listen to me. Please, Mr. President, don't listen to Mr. Wike who is very ambitious, who has not decided, who is not able to decide which party he should belong to. Let me advise Wike very strongly. He should desist of pressing the governor, because the people of Rivers State gave him that mandate, and not Wike alone. He had only one vote.
The governor, the very next day, after that meeting and that resolution was released to the press and to the public, he did say that he will pay any sacrifice for peace. What do you think he meant by that? That's one question. Two in one question. What do you think he meant by he's ready to pay any sacrifice for peace? And second, do you think that he appended his signature out of free will?
Okay, thank you very much. Perhaps let me answer that question coolly. One, governor was elected as governor of Rivers State to maintain peace and order. All that he was saying that was to appeal to the people of Rivers State who are supporting him, who are behind him. Please, don't worry about this agreement. I'll take care of it. But I'm ready to do anything that will bring peace into this place. Not that he agreed that he will do that. He will agree to that agreement. That signing his death warrant. Then it's either for him to either to sign that agreement or he should resign. Or if they want him to push him to APC, they cannot do it. The people of Rivers State will object, will resist. Number two, you said something again about the signature. I'm a lawyer of over 59 years. You're signing a paper. The regularity of your signature must be noted. Every governor signs with a red ink. This young man could not understand what was going on. And he couldn't walk out from that place because of the respect he had from Mr. President. So he took any other pen to sign. And that should signify that I'm not willingly signing it. Wike signed with the red ink. Is he a governor? The Ribadu signed with the red ink. Is he a governor? But the governor and the former governor signed in black ink or blue ink. That shows that they doubted their own, they did not sign the signature out of their own volition. Is that clear? Let us not pretend that the people of Rivers State are not with Wike. He's fighting in PDP, he's controlling APC. It should be in the hand of EFCC now. Where did he get the money you have been dishing out to people everywhere in Nigeria? Is it personal money or government money? He claimed that he paid the forms for everybody, including the governor down to the House of Assembly. Is it with his own money? If he uses government money, that's a criminal. Wike should know that. He called himself, he's a lawyer. He should realize that he had committed an offense, unpardonable offense. And the FCC should investigate him to find out how he spent Rivers State government money.
All right, Chief.
Rivers State people are waiting for him.
All right.
This shows to you this type of character we have. For him to deride everybody. When did Wike come to power? That is today, regarding himself as the owner of Rivers State. Shame.
For people who said he may have had an agreement with the governor may have had an agreement with the FCT minister.
Okay.
So agreement is agreement. So for those who make the argument.
No, agreement is not agreement. If two people made an agreement to steal, is that a valid agreement? If people made an agreement that while you are a governor, I will change you, I will appoint everybody in your government, I will dictate to you, I will tell you where to go to, who you should visit, who should come to the government house. Who is not my friend will not come to your to government house. Was that the agreement? Let Wike and even my son, Fubra, let them come out with the agreement, the so-called agreement. Let Nigerians see it to see how wicked a man could be. You want to oppress this young man? Who saved you from being arrested by EFCC for your misdeeds?
Thank you so much.